Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, that's Ben Olson. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have a question that came in via our amazing LSAT Demon Ask button.
Okay, the Ask button student said, we need a podcast about this. Tone questions and how LY can reveal an author's attitude. The video above was eye-opening to this concept. It all clicked. Okay, apparently, this is from Eric, producer Eric, thank you. He says, in his video explanation for this tone question on a reading comp passage, Nathan talks about the author's use of ly adverbs, words he reacted to when he first read the passage. One of those adverbs was the answer to this tone question, and Nathan spotted it from miles away. The answer is conveniently, which the author uses as part of a sarcastic insult in the passage.
Yeah. One of my favorite writing tips generally is to search your draft for ly space. Do Control F, ly space, and that'll show you all the words in your draft that have ly at the end of them. They tend to be bullshit words. They tend to be stuff that you can actually cut out of your draft. Because adjectives and adverbs should generally be cut. You should be focusing on nouns and active verbs and let the nouns and verbs do the work in your writing. As a reader, I do notice those ly adverbs because they tend to kind of tip the author's hand. It certainly can, as it was in this case, be the answer to one of those questions that's asking you about the author's attitude or the author's tone. If I say, Ben advised students to prepare as long as necessary for the LSAT, I'm just stating fact. If I say Ben conveniently advised students to prepare as long as necessary for the LSAT, well, then I'm throwing a bit of shade there, right? I mean, I'm saying, well,
I have an ulterior motive of some sort.
It's convenient that Ben would offer that advice because I'm suggesting that maybe that advice is self-serving and it's just that one word. And often they end with ly. Another example would be unfortunately. That pops up in reading comp passages all the time where the author is just stating fact, 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 fact. But on the third fact, they say, unfortunately, and then they state the fact. Well, in that one word, the author is saying, I think this is unfortunate. I think that this is bad. That's an opinion now. Even though it's in the delivery of a fact, it still has that wrapper of, or introduction of, this is unfortunate.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just thinking of others right now. There's like impressively or... I mean, the list just goes on and on. What surprises me is people's lack of awareness, right? Like I'll ask in class, did you guys see that word? Did you react to that word? And a lot of people are like, yeah, I noticed that. But then a lot of other people are like, I didn't think about that. It's like the author just said impressively in reference to someone else's work. They must think it's good.
Or correctly. Or wisely.
Or wrongly,
Or wrongly, which means something completely different. Yeah, just take a look for it. I mean, I don't think I would give the advice that you should search for these in the passage. I don't think you should use the LSAT search function to search for ly space, although it would be kind of nifty to see. The thing is, they can use other words that don't end in ly to have this exact same effect. But certainly when you see, I just said certainly, when you see these words that have that ly ending on them, it is very likely that they're kind of betraying their own like true thoughts. Right. There are passages that on the surface, they really look like all they're doing is just delivering you the facts. But then if they throw in one of these words, like conveniently, they very likely are telling you, hey, maybe you want to take this little bit with a grain of salt. Or maybe they're telling you something else that is, like really showing what their attitude is about the thing that they're talking about.
Glad this was submitted. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.